Aging is inevitable, but we all have some control over how quickly we age. You control more than 70% of how well and how long you live. By the time you reach 50, your lifestyle dictates 80% of how you age. The rest is controlled by inherited genetics. Of course, we can't stop aging. That's because our bodies are continually aged by the environment through oxidation and other processes within your body. Oxidation is a natural process that's a byproduct of the proper functioning of your body. But when too much oxidation occurs, it puts you at a higher risk of aging. But there are three main factors in age-related disease that you can control. By controlling them, you control the aging process. The first factor that you can control is the aging of your heart and blood vessels, so-called rusting of your pipes. Arterial aging is responsible for things like strokes, heart attacks, memory loss, and even impotence, which are caused by atherosclerosis cutting off nutrient-rich blood to important organs. Another factor that you can control is the aging of your immune system, which leads to autoimmune diseases, infections, and cancer. And lastly, you have some control over aging caused by environmental and social issues. Accidents and social factors like stress are very powerful factors that contribute to aging. Here are some anti-aging tips that can help. First of all, you got to stay in shape. The best ways to do this are stamina training, things like biking and swimming that get your heart rate up. You got to do those 3 times a week at about 20 minutes at a shot. Remember, if you're not sweating when you're doing your stamina training, you're not quite there yet. But you also have to have resistance training. This is especially important for women. 3 times a week, 10 minutes a shot, you've got to lift the weights to get those bones so strong that you don't have to worry about osteoporosis. And finally, make sure to stretch every day. Things like yoga are really helpful, especially after walking, so you can avoid those nagging injuries. And if you do get hurt, it helps you recover even faster. When it comes to dieting, foods to eat daily include 9 handfuls, fistfuls literally, of fruits and vegetables. You ought to get a cup of nuts, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and you need whole grain breads and cereals to help get you the 25 grams of fiber you need daily. Every week, you ought to get about 10 tablespoons of cooked tomato products. These are rich in lycopenes, and they're super good to keep your arteries healthy. Now, what are the foods you need to avoid? Foods to avoid include processed foods that contain trans and saturated fats, and white foods like cream sauces, white bread, white rice, and simple sugar. But in addition, avoid high fructose corn syrup. Look for it on the label. It's usually in soda pop and things like that, and it's very difficult for your body to metabolize high fructose corn syrup the way you want it to. So consider these tips to combat anti-aging. You can slow down the process, but it all starts with you.